Hello YouTube. So I've been messing around with the contraption DLC, and my goal was to build a fully automated ammo factory that could build two different kinds of ammunition without me having to feed the materials into the plants. That's much easier said than done, and in my research I couldn't find any help in how to automatically feed two different materials into the same plant. So basically this is the solution I came up with, and if you want to build also a fully automated factory and you don't know how, maybe this will help. And if you know how and this is too stupid, please tell me in the comments below, because I'm really frustrated with the results here. So basically, let's get started. You will need three different hoopers for the materials that you are using. One hooper will feed lead, the second hooper will feed steel, and the third hooper that is upstairs will feed the fertilizer. These two hoopers that feed the materials into the same belt then will feed them into these sorters that will separate them into their individual lifts and into their individual paths. Now, once they got up here, the materials will drop into their final mat. Now, this part looks extremely complicated, and it was very hard to do this, and here's why. Bethesda didn't think they had complicated this DLC enough without putting a T-shaped belt in it, so what they did was they made, if you join one of these levitating one of these levitating belts into one of those non-levitating belts, this one will not get power. Yeah, so instead of just having one of these small curves over here and having them drop on this hole in the ground, I have to make them all around, so just I could build one of these to power this stupid looking levitating belt. But it's the only solution I found. Over here we have the fertilizer that feeds the fertilizer into two different belts. They look like they are steel, but it's just a glitch. Don't worry about that. These two different belts will then just drop them into the same hole as the other ingredient. Now, once they get dropped, they are catched by this belt that will feed the individual ingredients into the ammunition plant. Then the ammunition plant will spit the ammo into the storage, and off you go. Okay, that's stupid. So basically that's the logistics around the belts and how to feed the materials into the plants. Now, if you want to have two different kinds of ammunition building at the same time, you will need to do something extra. You will need to have three different power grids. One power grid for each plant and another power grid for the belts alone. The power grid that feeds the plant plus the computer that is used to control the plant and choose the type of ammunition uses 9 energy, and the belts with 2 sorters, 3 hoopers and 2 lifts, and plus the computer to control all this, uses 26 energy. And well, it may look a little inefficient, but if you use the power generators in the correct fashion, for example, for these I have 2 large power plants and 2 small power plants, and for this one for these sections I have one large power plant for each, and in the end I only waste 2 energy. So yeah, that's probably the best solution I can come up with. If you have another solution, please say something in the comment below to help me figure out how to solve this monstrosity of a factory, because, well, it's kind of funny to watch the materials just get spitted around. Well, I have to admit it's funny, but as some downsides. For example, sometimes the materials, well, will come out of the belt. That's why I have these walls over here, so they can catch the materials as they fall. But then again, sometimes you have stuff like this happening. For example, as you can see, most of them get in the belt, but over time, if you're not paying attention, you'll get a shitload of materials on the floor that will not be used. And there you go. I need to fix this over here, and well, there you have it. My ammunition factory, a huge monstrosity occupying my Albernetti farm just to build 2 different kinds of ammunition. So there you have it. Stay safe out there in the wasteland, people.